Hello there. What is going on, everyone? Today we're going to be doing something very, very fun and different. I have been collecting miniatures and games and models for over 10 years now, and through that time I've accumulated a lot of boxes and a lot of miniatures and a lot of plastic. And while a lot of people have a pile of shame, which I do, I also have a pile of forgotten miniatures. And while going through some older boxes and trying to separate things into the what to keep and what not to keep piles, I discovered some ancient treasure history trove type things and things that I've forgotten, and I decided to stop, and I thought I'd film it and share it with you guys. So if you guys have been following me for a long time, you might see some old models that haven't been on the channel in many, many years. If not, there's certainly going to be some laughs, and I'll share a few stories about some of this along the way. It's going to be very interesting. I don't necessarily remember where everything is from, or what games everything belongs to, or what each model is called. But maybe if you guys know, you can let me know down in the comments. Plus, we're also still doing that big $50 Amazon gift card giveaway that's running through Halloween, so you have plenty of time to enter to win that. You just have to be a subscriber and leave a comment on this or one of my videos. It's as simple as that. And plus, if you like tabletop games, miniatures, Star Wars, Star Trek, sci-fi, geeky stuff, hopefully you stick around. You're in the right place. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for the intro. Let's go ahead and start looking at the boxes of forgotten miniatures. All right, so first up is this lat that has been at the top. Now, this is one that I had primed but never painted. And one of the reasons for that is that I remember filming a video with this lat, and after filming it, these back pieces kept coming off. And wow, I had one right here in my hand, and it literally just broke. So it was printed like very, very, very thin, and it was very, very fragile. And so it was kind of like that, and it did not hold up well. And I remember, I believe this was sent to me from one of the 3D printer stores. I'm sure there's a video in the old 3D reviews, but it was missing pieces. Like, it never had the gun tubes for these little turrets here, and so I always felt like it was incomplete. And I think that's why I was less eager to finish painting it. Because it was it always felt incomplete, and there was a lot of pieces that didn't fit together perfectly right. And so I was just I don't know. I mean, it's still cool, and there's stuff I want to do with it, but it's a lot of work to try to fix this, and then try to find spare gun tubes for it, you know. But yeah, so I don't know if that should be in the keep or donate pile. But yeah, so that's one. We've got some other stuff in this box. We've got some terrain. I think this was all from Kill Team. I think this was orc terrain from Kill Team, and I never used any of this terrain because I had just gotten my first airbrush, and I had bought testers or some kind of the wrong kind of paints, and I remember spraying it on here with an airbrush. This was an orc forklift or something like that. And it just did not come out very good, and it was kind of shiny, and I was not a big fan of that terrain. So yeah, we've got these bits and pieces here. I've got a bag of trees in here, which this was from a hobby store or a train store. I was trying to do a lot of tree work, and these were way too small to use in a Legion. Speaking of Legion, bases. Okay, extra bases. We've got some large bases that I was experimenting with. I think this one is, this goes back to playtesting the Gav tank for Legion. This was the closest thing I had to the base size of the Gav tank, so I used this as an approximation and tried to sketch out the firing arcs on it. And this is where the movement tools would have notched in. So that's the kind of stuff I used to do when playtesting, which was really cool. I'm gonna get a different camera angle because there's a lot of stuff in here. Look at all of this stuff. Let's set up the camera slightly differently. All right, so up here we've got Legion Premium bases. These were bases that I bought and ended up not using all of them on, but I was using these to test out different types of paints. I think I used a lot of these for some of those color shift paints, and some of them I did a little more with, some of them I did a little less with, you know. So yeah, so that's pretty interesting. A lot of those. I don't know why they don't make more of those. These were, I don't know what these were. Towers for a game. I think Super Hero Battle or something like that. I don't remember the name of the game. Super Fantasy Brawl, was that the name of it? I think it might have been the name of it. But I didn't, like, I remember paying, like, it was a Kickstarter thing, and I got extra of these, and I didn't know that I was going to need extra, and I didn't need extra, so these were like purchased for no reason. But like, they were kind of warped. Like, you can kind of see in there, like, the side corner for this one kind of curves up a little bit, so they wobble. And so I don't know, we could probably try a hot water trick with them. They'd probably make good places of power, or like terrain for Warhammer or something like that, or for any game, I suppose. Another piece of Kill Team terrain that I was really massacring the airbrushing on. This, okay, I don't know if anybody knows what this is. This is funny. Bent saber and all. This was my first April Fool's joke after Legion came out, and this was how to paint Darth Vader, and started out like a normal, prime him and start doing some black, and then let's put some pink and some pastels. And I had sculpted a little porg out of plastic, and I put that on him, and I said, and then we can put him on any size base we want. There's no rules about base size. So I put Darth Vader on a massive base, so a 1-speed move would have him moving all the way across the board. I even mapped it out, and it was just insane. It was just a big joke. But yeah, I still have him. He lost his porg though. Oh, I got Ninja Turtles in here. Oh my goodness, I forgot these. These were Hero Clicks. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Hero Clicks. And I cut their weapons off, and I put these little acrylic rods. These were Green Stuff World acrylic rods. I put those on there. Man, I forgot I had those. Which other ones do I have in here? Oh, I've got Raph. Wow, how did he not break inside this box? Look at that. I give little like lightsaber size on him. That is incredible. Who else do I have in here? I got Leo. One of the swords broke for Leo. But he looks good, man. I love those Ninja Turtles. They're super cool. And then there's Mikey with the lightsaber nunchucks. Oh man, oh wow, that is so cool. What are they doing? Oh, it's the porg. It's the little porg that Darth Vader was holding in his hand that fell off. That is, oh my goodness, this is like trip down memory lane. We got some objective tokens from the 5th Trooper. Let's see what else we have in here. Ezra. This was supposed to be Ezra Bridger for Legion. I had bought a whole set of Star Wars Rebels. These were Mel miniatures. I bought a whole Star Wars Legion scale set of Mel miniatures of the Star Wars Rebels folks for Legion and Legion scale. This is the third one of those towers for that other game. We got Zeb here. We've got Spaceballs and Sabine. And then they ended up coming out with Sabine, so I was just like, oh, what did I get Sabine for when they came out with it right after that? But it is what it is. Yeah, Spaceballs. This was really funny. I believe these were just regular stormtroopers, and I bought a bunch of Spaceball heads off of Shapeways before they closed down. And I didn't have the proper clipping tools, so I used like scissors or something like that to try to cut the heads off of the stormtroopers, and some of them ended up looking really weird. Oh my God, is this Darth helmet? Oh my God, his helmet. Look at that. Ah, I love it. This is literally Star Wars Legion Spaceballs. Oh my goodness, that's cool. I got some more of the deluxe bases. These I actually did paint up. I just did dry brushing on those. They came out, they look pretty good. Yeah. But these were just always weird too, because it's like, is that the X? It's kind of hard to see where the X's were on those. Got some more. They got a lot of those bases. I bought a lot of bases. And it's bad they stopped making them. We got a whole bunch of specialty miniatures in here. These were, I had reviewed a whole bunch of these. Mandos. Yeah, I did a bunch of Mandalorians, and there's some of them that are already put together. So, nope, that's not a Mando. That is Inferno Squad? So, why is he in there? Is that a spare Inferno Squad? Darth Jar Jar. We got Darth Jar Jar in here, folks. This is what happens when you go through all of your forgotten miniatures. Spaceballs and Darth Jar Jar together, okay? This is Vader being force choked. Was he supposed to be force choked by Darth Jar Jar? I don't know who's force choking Vader. Would take an awful lot to force choke Vader. Clone sniper team. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's a whole lot of minis in here, man. These are cool. I have to go through these again. A lot of jetpacks and Mandalorian smokestacks and all kinds of cool stuff in there. This is Darth Maul. He had the double-bladed saber, so that kind of broke. A lot of resin stuff you have to be very careful with, and you can't really expect to just throw it in here and expect it to do really well. Here's another Darth Jar Jar. Yes, Darth Jar Jar, kind of. This is, I think, the guy who was supposed to be force choking Vader. I painted him up and everything. Wow, look at that. We got, Maul killing Qui-Gon right here. Look at that. These are, man. I know I did reviews on these. You have to go through some of my old videos to find out which ones they are. There's Chopper and then also a space ball. I magnetized them, and so they stuck together because I did not polarize them the same way. And so, yeah, so that's just, and then some old FFG little tiny card sleeves. And then, yeah, some more, whole lot of stuff. This is another Maul with nunchucks, but no head on there. I think it's, that's right in there. Oh my gosh, there's really cool stuff in there. Okay, all right, we have a whole nother box. Let's see, here we go. All right, shoebox. This one is mostly Warhammer, but not all. So these are some of the guys from my Stormcast Eternals. They're going end of life, so I moved those. So these are the most recent edition because I can't really use them, and actually they're not very good currently anyway. I don't remember what these guys are called. Necrons, I think. Are these guys Necrons? I don't know. I had bought, when I hit 40,000 subscribers, I bought Warhammer 40K starter box because they had just come out with, I think, 8th or 9th edition at the time. And and so I painted up some Necrons, had some fun with that, and painted up some Space Marines. And I kind of wish I could repaint them. You know, Space Marines are actually pretty cool looking. I kind of want to do them again. I don't know why I based this guy so far forward on this base. Why would I do that? That's weird. That's really weird. I don't know why I did that. I don't know what I was doing, apparently. That's definitely, look, they have little crabs. Oh, look at that. And then we have the bikers. Okay, so that's a bunch of 40K stuff. So if I ever do play 40K, I've got a couple of Space Marines already. And then we have some blurgs, some more Mandos here. And this one was just dry brushed, it looks like. I didn't really do, or did I do contrast paint and dry brushing? I don't know what I did with this guy. That looks really good, though. That's a cool looking Mando with demon horns riding a blurg. That's awesome. This was from a different game. I don't remember who this one is from. So I've got some forgotten miniatures in here. This Angel, I remember painting this guy, but I don't remember what game he's from. Yeah, and then these dudes were, there's a really cool one in here. This was from I think Warhammer Underworlds, which is like a card game that had miniatures, and then you could double the miniatures in Age of Sigmar, and these were from a thing called Elephant's Soul Raid. And there's a crab that won like most popular miniature when it came out, but it's not legal. Here it is. Here's the crab. There he is. So this guy is a cool miniature, but like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, obviously I'm biased, so I can't give you a fair estimation of how cool he is. And I've got a bunch of unpainted stuff in here too. Don't know what it's from, but it is pretty cool. All right, so that's another blurg. Oh, look at this Mando. Oh, this is a Darth Maul with nunchucks. Look at this. Okay. Darth Maul with nunchucks. Mando with swords. Oh, Beskar blades. This is cool stuff. I think I did. I bet you can find this stuff. I think it was a couple years ago I reviewed it all, but that is really cool. And we got this guy trying to use ARC Trooper flight stands or something like that. I'm pretty sure these were modulars, and I did that pose, and I'm like, oh, that wasn't the best pose. Oh, is this a Bo-Katan? I got Bo-Katan here. Look at that. Oh, whoop, there she is. Dude, this is fun, man. This is really cool going through all this stuff. So this is obviously not all getting thrown away. I'm gonna save. I think I'm saving all of this. Look at this Maul. Oh yeah, he's got the blades and the lightsaber nunchucks. That is a cool model. I like that a lot. All right. Very fun stuff. So yeah, this is most of this stuff is, I think this is all getting saved. I don't know. These things I might get rid of because so they're being warped. So I got to go through. I got to do some sorting, figure out what's keeping and what's in the keep pile, what's in the go pile. But anyway, I just wanted to share this with you guys. Oh my goodness, these were, look at those guys, shore troopers chilling. That's funny. Yeah, a lot of cool stuff in here. I don't know what a lot of this stuff is from, but it is pretty cool. All right, well, that's just a little walk through a box of forgotten miniatures. Oh, there's one more little section here. We've got some early Rebels that were never finished, an extra Luke that was never finished, some more of these bases, and then all of my Star Trek, oh yes, my Star Trek Next Generation miniatures that were just about Legion sized. And I used these when I was playtesting Legion. Again, we didn't have the miniatures when we were playtesting before the game came out, so I was trying to use anything I could. And so like one squad of Rebel troopers would have been like all Star Trek folks. There's Data, Geordi, Worf, Dr. Crusher, Jean-Luc Picard, and Commander Riker. These are pretty close to Legion scale too, which is pretty cool. So yeah, those are from the early days. A lot of this stuff is from before Legion came out, and I was using any miniatures I could find to do playtesting, so I didn't have to use little paper circles. Awesome stuff. Let me know what you think down in the comment section. What do you think I should keep? What do you think I should get rid of? I will talk to you guys later. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and may the Force be with you. Live long and prosper. Be excellent to each other. Party on, dudes. So say we all, and always wash your socks.